It's the end of the week, and thus it is time to take out the trash. Brett, we've already talked about so much garbage. What could possibly remain as your garbage person of the week?
My garbage person of the week is a small man on the 5 on Fox News who decided that the hill he wanted to die on was saying that there's a lot of stuff besides slavery that built this country, particularly the people who financed the purchase of slaves. Take a look.
Black labor in the South contributed to an enormous amount of wealth for these plantation owners. Black slavery built Southern railroads, ports, but not a lot of white people owned slaves in the South. And it was abolished in the North in like 1804. It was never even in the West. So yes, they contributed to building parts of America, but so did the Irish, the English, the Scotch, the Welsh, the Germans. Everybody built America. And when you say who built something, well, who designed it? Who was the architect? Who financed it? Labor's just a part of it. So if we're going to have a conversation about reparations, which I'm open to since I'm 1% black.
Yeah, that's true.
And I might get a check. You have to talk about it accurately.
Slavery wasn't in the West. So we really need to credit the robber barons and like, he doesn't, it's the weirdest hill to die on. That this guy is like, listen, there's people that finance stuff. Don't they get the credit? That is just the saddest dog whistle in this conversation. And you know it's bad because even Gutfeld is like, I don't know what my guy's doing right now. Like when Gutfeld checks out, he's like, you're a one man, buddy. That's when you know that you've gone way too far. But like everything he said, he is giving credit to people who exploited, and he is equating things like Irish people with folks who are colloquially referred to as slaves that are owned by other people.
Yep.
Those things are different, my guy. And you can't just say like, there's a lot of stuff that built America. It's like, that's not even the conversation people are having. And I have a feeling that he doesn't actually want to have the discussion of reparations.
No, I have a feeling
he's like, I'm open for it.
Probably doesn't.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's not funny. It's terrible. Again, but like, he's such a tool.
As I love to point out, like, I love to get my right-wing populism from a guy saying that slave masters don't get enough credit. Like there is no subjugation brutal enough that Fox won't tell you the person with the boot on your neck deserves to be applauded.
And he wants
right-wing populism.
Like a lot, like the railroads were were built in large part by like Chinese migrant labor, and the folks that died, all kinds of races and kinds of people died doing that.
But I'm sure we give credit to the people who told them to use that dynamite and died. Shouldn't we give them the credit?
Who lived on Fifth Avenue in the show The Gilded Age. Like I feel they deserve some credit too. It's like they got it. It's not that they don't deserve, like they don't have any. They have the mansion. Well, we're putting it as the people who did it.
Like, why don't we give credit to the people who financed it? They became fabulously wealthy through slavery. That's what they got. Like, what about the Irish? What about the Germans? What do they get? They got paid because they weren't slaves. They got to vote and choose the representatives. They got to be citizens, you jackass. They got to live in a society where their families weren't split apart and they weren't routinely raped by the people who literally owned them. They got a lot, I think, okay? I think they probably got enough out of this. And sure, plenty of them were abused by the same capitalistic system, just not explicitly through racism. Although your turn, could also be really rough. It's such utter garbage, utter garbage.